the 1971. Oh. Thank you for watching Car Shops and Collections. You can subscribe to the show right below, and if you want any show merch, carshopsandcollections.com. Oh, there's the sun. I'm super excited because today we're gonna go see the guys at Nevada Classics, and they've got two Plymouth Cudas, combined value easily $500,000. They're around the corner. Isaac, John, Mike, the whole crew is waiting for us. So Gene, let's get in my Mopar and go see these two wicked Mopars. I don't know if he has them outside. Let's swing around back, see if they're outside. Oh, geez. Jeez. Can you see them through the fence? Can you see it? You see the lime green one? Dude, it's good to see you, man. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Remember Gino?
Quit hiding over there, Gene.
Look at Gene, he's hiding. Isaac, man. Thank you so much for having us to get back here, man. This is fantastic, man. I love you guys. So today we're focusing on your Cudas.
Yeah.
1970. I mean, Cuda was around for 10 years, 1964 to 1974. This was actually the first pony car.
Yeah.
Beat Mustang by 2 weeks.
That's right.
2 weeks. This here is Gen 3, and this is the question I love asking you. I love asking your father. I love asking everyone here. What makes this 1970 Plymouth Cuda so special?
Oh man, this specific one, the Sublime green color is just my absolute favorite. Then you have the shaker, that's that gray and it's got the crystal lights on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just such a solid look. It's something that Mopar even does today with some of the scat packs. It's just this shaker has stayed. And
this is all original, right?
This is all original. This is a numbers matching car.
This crystal here
Yeah.
was how it came in 1970?
It's one of the first ones I've seen. It's kind of cool, and they might have redone it, but that is how it comes from the factory. It's just wonderful, this car. 37,000 original miles, too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so this car was really, as you can see, taken care of, and that crystal light keeps coming down right here in the grill.
Oh, yeah, down here.
I think one of the most iconic things on at least this year Cuda is these fog lights down here.
Down here, yeah.
I absolutely love them. It's such a good look, especially if, like how Gene's getting down there, if you just have a photo like that, it's just iconic. I mean, this car is fantastic. Yeah, please.
I want to get our shadows on this.
Oh, yeah. And
the hood pins?
Yep, hood pins.
1970.
Yeah, the little turn signal lights.
Oh, these are turn signal lights right here? These little details of this thing.
Yeah, I mean, the rims obviously to match the color.
Yeah,
it's
so cool.
It's just a fantastic car.
The hockey stick stripe.
Hockey stick stripe to the HEMI. Yeah.
So you ever know what they call it the hockey stick stripe? Because it looks like a hockey stick. Right
Yeah. It's good info right there.
Come around the backside. The rear, the way the whole thing sits.
Yeah, the exhaust tips.
Exhaust tips. This is the actual exhaust. You have the kind of like that, I've got my Challenger and I've got that there, but it's like the plastic framing around there. It's not the real exhaust.
That's the real deal.
The real deal right there.
Yeah, the chrome in the back looks really good. The wood grain on the steering wheel and on the dash. This is an automatic car, which is still, it's still great, to have a vehicle that was this kept up. And then of course, when we get into the other one, we'll talk about the 4-speed, but.
The flush door handle.
Yeah.
But this is one of 652, correct?
Yeah, I think that's right.
HEMI motor inside there.
That's exactly right.
Okay, let's look on the inside. Then we'll see the.
You do that, and I can get working on the motor if you'd like, or do you want me to stick around and talk?
Stick around. I don't want you to leave. Running off talking about motors. Let's get inside here, man.
That's what I get excited about. I'm a motor guy.
How long have you guys had this?
Almost close to a year now.
Close to a year?
Yeah, close to a year now.
Oh my gosh.
How clean is it inside here?
This is. You see the inside of my Challenger when we pull up to these episodes, and this thing puts mine to shame. The fake wood interior, but it still looks really cool.
Yes, it does.
Wood grain steering. AM radio?
AM.
Hey, it's 1970. That's cool. You know, it was AM radio. FM wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
But this thing is all about the power. It's all about the muscle. Kind of basics on the inside, but you don't need anything fancy.
No.
You're driving this thing because of the muscle and the power underneath the hood.
Yeah. When you got the Sublime green, you don't need anything on the inside. Ready to go.
And that's what I like about the 1970 when they came out with the Gen 3. These wicked colors that they had.
Yes.
It was just like game changer, eye-popping colors.
Yes.
All right, let's check. Let's look under this.
Let's do it.
$652 came with the HEMI.
Yeah.
It was a $900 option, which you go back to 1970. That's expensive. That's a third of the price of the car.
Right.
That's why there's only $652.
Yeah, nobody wanted to pay that back then. If only they would know, right?
Yeah, if only you knew back in 1970 to get it with the HEMI and keep it for 50, 60 years.
Right. That's why the release here.
Wow.
They didn't leave much space.
No, they didn't. Now, with this big of an engine,
Yeah.
horsepower,
Yeah.
did they do anything to kind of reinforce the frame or reinforce the body?
Gosh, that would be such a good question for Mike. Unfortunately, Mike isn't here today. So I'm not 100% certain on what they did to reinforce it.
One would assume they would, though.
I would assume 100% that they would have to, right? I mean, it's all motor.
So 652 of these were made in 1970.
Okay.
14 were convertibles.
Yeah.
If you see the convertible, that truly is holy grail. You can't deny that.
A few, I think they've marked it down to 12 because 2 of them were reported totaled.
No,
I think that's
there's only
true.
12 in existence.
I think that's true.
You see one of those.
There hasn't been one that popped up for a long time. But yeah, they bring insane money.
in the shaker.
Yeah, it's just,
You look at that, like it's shaking when you look at it.
yeah. It's so cool how they did that. Really ahead of their time.
It really is. Some of the stuff you look at it and it stands the test of time.
Yeah.
As if like, oh, you put that sticker on now because that's something you have in 2023.
Right.
No, they came out in 1970.
Yes, they did. Yeah, and even the Fender tag, I don't know if people on your show like to decode Fender tag.
I do. We love it.
Be more than happy to, we've already done it, but.
Do you want to break some of it down? Because I do know on the VIN,
Yeah.
so you go to a car show and someone says they've got a Cuda.
Right.
A lot of people buy Barracudas and they switch things up to look like a
Correct,
Cuda, which
yeah.
is awesome.
Tell them the trick.
Here's how you tell. The trick is to look at the VIN. The first 2 letters need to be BS.
Yeah.
You see BS, it's no BS. It's a real Cuda.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that stuff, you know, and it's not hard, you know. You go to 1970 Mopar Fender tag decoder and you start from the VIN and work your way up.
Is there anything you can tell us off of the tag here?
FJ5 obviously is the Sublime, and then the HEMI code is D30. It might actually be the E74. Okay. One of these 2 is the HEMI code. FJ5, of course, is the colors. And 41 and 42 are your exhausts.
Okay.
Hockey stripe, I believe, is...
You can point to any one of them, and I believe you, just so you know.
Yeah. I just don't want to give, you know...
No.
I don't want to get corrected in the comments. The comment corrector.
And the comment correctors will. I've been corrected plenty of times. Listen, we just love cars. Do we know everything about them? No, we don't. We're just passionate about cars.
Exactly right.
Have anybody expressed interest in buying this off you guys?
A few people, yeah.
Yeah.
A few people. The thing with this car is, like you said, you know, there's a rarity factor to it.
Yes.
And we really like this one, so we're not...
I do, man.
not too eager. You know, if somebody came and wrote us a check for the list price, then yes, of course, we're in the business to sell cars. But we don't want to cut deals on this one, you know?
No.
We think it's an appreciating asset, and it'll have its time.
It's a piece of American history.
Yeah, as we say, it's not eating or drinking. You know, it's just sitting in the warehouse.
true.
It's not costing us anything to store here.
Let's go to, so we go from 1970 to 1971. And my rough ballpark estimation, these 2 Cudas here, easily worth $500,000.
Yeah.
Easily worth $500,000.
Yeah.
So we had some changes in 1970.
Some could argue that this car might be worth more than that one, even though it's a 440. As weird as that is.
Because why? Because
Well, it's a 4-speed car.
All right.
Everything, of course, on this one is documented. We have the original build sheet. Of course, the Plum Crazy color is very sought after.
So cool.
One of 108 with the 440 with the 6-pack with the 4-speed.
Let's talk about how the different stylings. We have 1970, we go to 1971, and you still have the 4 lights, but now 2.
2 and 2. And then the fog lights changed.
Yep, yeah. And then you have the cheese grater kind of grill here.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of changes. I'm personally a 70 guy.
Yeah.
I like the design of this one better. But I mean, again, people, it's preference, right? I can appreciate this one for sure.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You've got the Gills right here. I mean, that was only for 1971.
That was
right?
it, yep, that was it. A lot of similarities. This one has the delete. So it was a hockey stripe delete when they ordered it from the
Does that make it
factory.
I think that adds some rarity to it.
I think it does. I think it does. It looks cleaner.
It does? Yeah,
The hockey
it
stripe's
does.
cool. Like, you know, you can right off the gate tell it's a Hemi. But yeah, I'm a fan of the 70 personally. I love this car too. But
So in 1964, the Barracuda, the Plymouth Barracuda, it's a playoff of the Valiant.
yes.
Is the extension of the Valiant. This Gen 3 is the first generation that there's nothing left of the Valiant. This
Nothing.
Is no traces of the Valiant.
No. So I have a funny story about this car too,
Yeah.
completely unrelated to what you just said. But,
No problem.
we had a guy come in, he's a Mopar expert, Dave Weiss. I don't know if you're familiar, but he came in and he does reports on all these cars, of course. And we're looking at these tires, these polyglass tires.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody makes the replica polyglass. So if you put this car up on the rack, all these tires have a date. These are the original tires.
No way.
These are real polyglass tires.
So this car then is 100%.
Isn't that
pretty close to
crazy?
100%
Yeah,
all
pretty
original.
close, yeah.
So many times in so many comments we say, I'll say all original.
Right.
There's always the person in the comments, are the tires?
Right.
The tires are real.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Isn't that a crazy? We had no idea when we bought the car, because who would think? 50-year-old tires, who would think, right?
Did the tread on these tires?
Yeah, they're
The
good.
tread on my 2023 set of tires.
Yeah, 50-year-old tires.
Also, too, if we go back, in the original Barracuda, 1964, that first generation,
Yeah.
that glass, so big on the back. I think we did an episode with Frank Reynolds, this Mopar guy here in town, and I think he had Gene an original Barracuda year one. We should show that video because you can see how big it was. It was 150 pounds of glass.
I believe it.
It was a lot of glass.
Believe it. Well, the Barracuda originally, when they first came out, it wasn't a muscle car, it was a family car.
Yeah.
You know, it was take your kids to church on Sunday. There wasn't performance in it until, you know, you start getting in these 446 packs and the 426 Hemis.
Let's look inside and let's see under the hood.
Yeah. That pistol grip shifter. It's cool stuff.
This for you, Gene.
Just because the key's in there, it's okay.
Wait, is that the buzzer going off?
Yeah.
I geek out over the fact that the buzzer from 1971 is still.
How about the light up here when you open the door that's working?
That still works too?
Yeah.
No, in 1971, there were 114 with a Hemi.
Uh-huh.
So it's even rarer in 1971. But this doesn't have the Hemi.
This isn't a Hemi, right. 108 with the 440 with the 6-pack, and it has the 4-speed, obviously. All original drivetrain.
There's a change in the radio too. You can control.
Yeah, they got fancier.
Yeah, they did get fancy. Dude, 1971, man. Vents right here.
Times change, yeah.
Vents. Younger generation watching, you want some air in the car, you pop your vent open right there. Ashtray,
Ashtray.
glove box.
Glove box.
44,000 miles.
44, yeah, that sounds right.
Let's see under the hood.
Yeah. Let me put this key back in so I don't lose it. You can start with the hood clips if you'd like, JC.
Start with what?
The hood clips over there.
Oh, got it.
Come on, Gina. Perfect. And another. Looks about the same size as the funny part.
Yeah. So clean.
It is. The shaker, it's just such a good look.
Horsepower difference, you know the difference between the two?
425 on the 426. This one, don't quote me on it. Not 100% certain on it. It feels, when we take these out, as weird as this sounds, it feels like this one.
Does it? Yeah.
No, it's not. And I think that's what the manual does, the 4-speed, because you're so much more active in it.
Yeah.
It just feels like you're, I don't know, it's funny. But it's crazy to take this right up Arville here, and just the looks you get now.
Yeah, oh yeah. Just the color
People think
alone.
you're crazy. Yeah. Two of the best colors I think that Mopar did.
Yeah, really are. mean, it's cool to see them from afar. Look at the difference.
There is a lot of differences that they did.
Yeah, quite the change from 70 to 71.
Yes. Which is funny because after building a car like this, it's like, what else can we do? You know, like, why do we need to change it?
Yeah.
But
So it's a huge change to 71.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it, man.
Yeah, Mopar in the late 60s, early 70s was doing their thing.
On fire.
Yeah.
On fire.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful sound. Sounds great.
Just fires right up, too.
It does, yeah.
It's crazy.
How often do you guys start your cars and drive the cars?
We try to start them. We usually start them once a week.
Yeah.
Every car once a week.
How often do you drive them? Take them out in the street?
Once a month at least?
Just around the block?
Yeah. Just to get, they're supposed to be, you know what I mean? They're not just supposed to sit.
Perfect. Isaac,
JC.
this is always a treat coming down to see you guys.
We got in the swing of things now. We can bust one of these out in 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Seriously, man, we're down pat. We're down pat. And inside there's just, I mean, incredible collection of cars. People are watching. They come to Las Vegas. You guys give tours inside?
We do, absolutely.
Give tours.
Yeah.
Nevada Classic.
Yeah.
I mean, amazing cars for sale.
Yeah.
This was it's always a treat.
Always.
But this was, I don't know, something about the way these two just pop in the sun and extra special. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thanks,
man.
buddy.
I appreciate it.
If you want your car, shop, or collection featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.